welcome to Disney Makes Coloring. If you're new here, my name is Megan and I'm so excited to be here with you today. So I'm going to try something new today. I am going to show you how I color pumpkins. Now, I am not a professional. I just wanted to show you how I do it in case that helps anybody out there, and knowing that autumn and fall is coming, I thought this would be something fun to do. So let's get started. I have two books here. I have 50 Autumn Miniatures, and then the other book I have is The Creative Haven Autumn Charm by Teresa Goodrich. I'm gonna start with the 50 Autumn Miniatures. Now I did color one in here to show you. I'm going to zoom in, so give me 1 second. So here is the pumpkin I colored, so you can see. Now, in the person, it's way more orange. On the screen, from my angle that I'm looking at, it kind of looks yellowy. Hopefully that's not what you see. I'm gonna be using Prismacolors, and I'm using pumpkin. Let's see what you can see. There we go. Pumpkin Orange PC 1032. I have there we go. Cadmium Orange Hue PC 118. I have orange. There we go. Come on. It's not focusing. There we go. PC 918. I have yellowed orange, PC 1002. And then for the last one I have on the orange spectrum, I have Spanish orange, which is PC 1003. And this is my lightest color. And then I'm also using the cream, which is PC 914 for my highlights. These two colors will be my highlight colors, so you know. And then for the stems, I just pulled some random browns. I have dark brown, PC 496. I have light umber, PC 194, and I did the whole Pamela's Passion for Pencils thing where when it gets really small, she super glues the end of the pencil to the end of the new one. Of course, then you have two sharpened ends, so. But once it gets to a certain spot, I don't want to get rid of the number, so then I sharpen on the other side. If that makes sense. Sorry, I'm new at this whole trying to let you guys see things. There we go. And then the lightest color brown I have is Sandbar Brown, PC 1094. So what I did, I'm going to, let's see. We'll color this one right here. I don't know if I can get you any closer. There we go. So I'm gonna start with the Spanish orange, and what I did, which is my lightest color, is I hold my pencil way back. And I just lightly color. I'm gonna color the entire pumpkin. I know some people only color the highlighted areas, but I like to do the entire thing in my lightest color. Unless I'm planning on using some of the white of the paper. I don't really on the pumpkins. So there is the lightest. So then I go from my lightest color to my darkest, which is my pumpkin orange, PC 1032. And all I do is I'm gonna lightly follow the lines in the direction I think they should go on which side. So on the outsides. So we're going on the outsides of all the lines. And I'm not gonna make my own lines. You can make more lines if you want to. I'm also gonna do some at the very bottom of the pumpkin. Like so. So my highlights I'm gonna do are gonna be right around in this general area right here. So now I'm gonna go to my next darkest color, which is Cadmium Orange Hue. And then I'm just going to lightly go a little bit over the dark color and blend it out a little bit. There we go. Sorry if I'm not talking very much. Concentrating. I hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. It's Tuesday here where I'm at. It's Tuesday afternoon. I should have this video up by tonight. Next color I'm using is Orange PC 918, and I'm gonna do a little bit more with the orange than I have with the other two, blending them out as I go. I hope you can see this okay. I'm gonna get all the way to the stem. It is very, very hot here. Very hot. It's really, really hot. Next is Yellow Orange PC 1002. Now I'm gonna color a lot more of the pumpkin with this one. So get it in right here, and then I'm gonna go over this top right here, because like I said, I want my highlights gonna go right in here. Now I'm gonna go with my lightest, back with my lightest color, and I'm gonna lightly blend the colors out, just lightly, because it is very a yellowy orange. So it's not really that light of a color. So that's why I'm doing it very, very, very gently. And then I'm gonna go in with my cream, and I'm just gonna go over the light areas. Kind of add a little bit in there. And then I'm going to do it again. So that's what it looks like so far. So now we're gonna go over it again. And I'm gonna use a little bit more pressure the second time. Do the bottoms along the lines. Now this is Amazon printed paper. And it works really good with Prismacolors. Of course, Prismacolors, I haven't found a paper they don't work good on. So again, blend out the darkest orange with my Cadmium Orange Hue, just barely. Because we don't want a dark, dark pumpkin here. Now you could do, I know there's green pumpkins out there and white pumpkins. I'm a traditional pumpkin person. I like the good old orange pumpkins. So my pumpkins, mostly when you see them come here, autumn and fall, because I'm a seasonal colorist. I'm gonna go over this one because I didn't do this one the first time and I should have. Anyway, you'll see a lot of orange pumpkins. I like coloring pumpkins. One of my favorite things to color. Then we have our yellowed orange, which is we're gonna use more of than the rest. And remember I am using a little bit more pressure, not too much, because you don't want to get too carried away. Then our lightest color, I am not going to do tons of pressure. I'm still using a lighter pressure because I'm going to go in with my cream and I'm going to blend all the colors together with my cream. So here's my cream. So I will use some pressure and little circles. And we're blending all the colors together. And I'm sorry if my camera is shaking while I color. I don't know how to prevent that. I need to get, I just have, it's one of those white, it looks like it folds up into a box stand that holds my phone. I need a better stand. If you could recommend one, I would be greatly appreciated in the comments down below. I would love that. I'm going to go over with my darkest color just to go get a little bit more of the dark shadows here. There we go. Okay, now we're going to color our stem. Now I'm going to go over it. I'm not doing it the same as I did my pumpkin. So I'm starting with my darkest color, which is dark brown. And I'm going to go around just on the outside here. Light pressure. Now that was a bigger stem, my other one, so I was able to add an extra line. I will try to add a line in there. Then I'm going in with my light umber. This is a very small stem, so it's really kind of hard to get in. So maybe just the 2 colors would be better for this one. And then my Sandbar Brown to fill it out. And then I take my cream and I kind of try to give some little bit of highlight in there. And there you have it. There is your pumpkin. So this is in the Camellia Angelcova 50 Autumn Miniatures book. The next one I thought I'd try, because it's a different kind of a paper with you guys, is I was going to color a pumpkin in my Teresa Goodridge. I'm going to show you the whole page. Let me zoom you out here. So it is the Autumn Charms by Teresa Goodridge, Creative Haven. And this is the farm stand page where you've got a bunch of pumpkins up here in the farm stand and different vegetables. And then you have some down here on the bottom. So we're going to color this one right here down on the bottom. So I'm going to zoom you in. See how far in we can get. There we go. All right, here we go. So again, I'm going to start with my lightest color. Now this is different paper. It's not as thin. I mean, it's not thick. It's not wonderful paper, but it's not Amazon printed paper. So we'll just see how if it turns out different first, because of the paper. Same pencils. So I'm going over it with my lightest color. So speaking of paper, in the comments below, tell me what your favorite kind of paper is to color on. I actually don't have a preference, and I do not mind the Amazon paper. It does not bother me at all. I have a hard time with the Hatchet Hero paper and the Rita Berman, that paper. I tend to have a hard time with. I don't know why, but I do. But I still will color on them. So I'm just following the lines like I did before. Now we're overlapped here, so we're gonna put a little bit of the darker color to give a little bit of shadow because we're overlapped, and then we'll continue it down. And I'm doing it a little bit on the bottom, just like I said before. I'm hardly using any pressure. Oh, sorry. My computer is singing to us. Now I also like to use reference pages. So I get on Pinterest too, usually before I color something, and look something up so that I can, you know, see what an actual pumpkin looks like, so I can see what I'm trying to do and color choices, things like that. I also like to look up your guys' pictures that you guys have colored and get ideas from other colored tubers, or I do it really on Instagram, because I love to see how everybody colors. I love how different everybody's different. You know what, I didn't do the dark on the bottoms down here. this down here on the bottom. Now we're using our orange. So I'm gonna use that and not use any other colors up here. I'm gonna make these the darker parts. This I'm gonna barely use it so I can get some kind of a highlight in there. So this one's more gonna have highlights going down the pumpkin, I think, than across. We'll see, I'm not sure. See what I do. So you can do every one of them different, because no pumpkin is alike. Do you all go to a pumpkin patch? Pick out pumpkins? I don't have any kids, and I can't have kids, so I never will. But when I was little, I did. Now, I don't really get a pumpkin. Sometimes my husband will say, we need a pumpkin, and he'll go get one, and then we'll put it on our front porch. But I don't usually get them. I do like pumpkin seeds. But my OCD, perfectionism, whatever you want to call it, I have a really hard time with gutting a pumpkin. So yeah, really, really hard time. I hope I'm being helpful to some of you out there, or just in case those are curious on how I color. I'm hoping you're liking this so that I could do more of these kind of videos. So I would love to do more. I don't feel like I don't know. Let me know below if you think I should do some type of tutorials or not. I'm of course, you know, you're your worst critic. I don't feel like I'm good enough to do tutorials. But I'll show you how I do it in case that helps people. I've never taken, no, that's not true. I took art in junior high. That was a long time ago. But I have always, always, always loved to color. So we're gonna go on both sides of this line here. Same with this one. I'm more of a music person. I took lots and lots of music growing up. Even in high school, I took some music classes in college. Because I do like to sing. I also can play the piano. Not very well, but I can do it. I'm good at reading music. I played many instruments growing up. I played the flute, the clarinet, piano, and then I was also in the drum line, and I played the mallet instruments, which are the marimba, xylophone, bells, the vibraphone, all those kinds of fun things. They're like giant pianos, and instead of using your fingers, you use little mallets. It's fun. I enjoyed it. So, almost done with this pumpkin. Hope you guys are coloring along with me, or maybe you'll come back and watch it and color along with me later. Yeah. So I am using my cream and blending it all. Or some people call it, I don't know, what is it called? Vernishing. I'm going to bring my dark color back in. Go over some of these lines just to keep the dark. Use my brush. I love this brush. Isn't that fun? It's like rainbowy colored. And the handle, I know, I'm way zoomed in. I'll show it to you when I zoom back out. Let's finish this first. So this one, he has lines going this way on the inside. So I'm gonna do the inside with the dark, kind of follow the lines with my dark brown. And I'm gonna color the end dark. Even though on my picture in front of me, the ends seem to be white. But I'm gonna be different. Then with my light umber, go in there, over it. And then my Sandbar Brown, go on a little bit more. And with my cream, I'm gonna go in there and blend it out. And then I'm gonna go back in with my dark brown. Just kind of whited out all the lines there and create the lines again. Yep. So there we go. And there is our pumpkin. I hope you had fun watching this and maybe got some ideas, or I helped anybody. I was just to show you how I color pumpkins, knowing that it's coming up. I'm gonna zoom you back out. All right, so there's that one, and this one was from Creative Haven Autumn Charm by Teresa Goodridge. And then we did this one up here, and this was our Camellia Angel Cova 50 Autumn Miniatures. And then here was the brush. It's fun. It's a big one. I got it on Amazon. It's by, the brand is Moda, and it has a little princess crown on it. Anyway, well, it was fun coloring with you all. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so you're notified when I post new videos, and the thumbs up that you liked it. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.